Bad press is still press, people, and even though Kendall Jenner got a lot of hate for that controversial Pepsi ad last year, she's still somehow walking away a winner. Ah, the life of a celebrity. You insult and offend thousands upon thousands of people, and you still make a pretty penny from it. Kendall Jenner is laughing all the way to the bank after her questionable Pepsi campaign. How's it going, everyone? It's Devin Howard. So on top of depositing checks for her work with them, she also got an all-expenses-paid trip out of it too, so let's get into the details. Okay, so if you're sitting there watching this video thinking, wait, what Pepsi campaign? Let me refresh your memory. Kendall Jenner followed in the footsteps of so many ultra-talented people before her by signing on to be in a commercial for Pepsi. She had some big shoes to fill, like Britney Spears and Beyonce.
Embrace your past, but live for now.
So clearly, some of the world's biggest stars have worked with Pepsi to create some legendary spots. The ads typically are fun, high energy, and focus on the music and personality of the person starring in them. But with Kendall, well, for some reason they decided to get super political with her campaign. In the highly rejected commercial, Kendall is modeling in a photo shoot as a passionate group of protesters marches on the street in front of her. Feeling inspired by their activism, she ditches the shoot and joins the crowd, and somehow magically resolves the implied issue of police brutality by handing an officer a can of Pepsi. 'Cause obviously all it takes to create world peace is a sip of a soda, right? Naturally. There were a number of things wrong with this ad, like the way it trivialized other prominent protests and social issues like Black Lives Matter, and how it seemingly appropriated other cultures and their values. The outrage was seriously fierce, and there was a period of time where Kendall admitted she didn't think she'd ever be able to recover. She openly discussed how much she regretted accepting that job in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She's tearful and obviously very remorseful.
I would never purposely hurt someone, ever. And I would obviously, if I knew that this was gonna be the outcome, I would have never done something like this.
So I do feel that Kendall genuinely didn't understand the negative impact this Pepsi ad could have, and I think, or maybe a better word for it is hope, that it was a learning experience for her and her agents and her momager. So while I did sort of feel sorry for her after seeing this apology, I can't really extend my sympathies towards her anymore because she actually still made a whole lot of money for the commercial. Even though it aired for only one day, the starlet raked in 7 figures for the Pepsi endorsement. 7 figures for a commercial that aired for one day and outraged nearly everyone. How is that even possible? Not only did she add a bunch of zeros to her bank account, Pepsi also sent her and her entourage to Coachella for an all-expenses-paid desert rendezvous. I guess that was their way of saying, sorry, we had no idea our commercial would suck this much. This Pepsi ad just came in and wreaked havoc on everyone involved. Kendall's lucky she got to cash out that amount of money and got that free trip to Coachella. Kendall is hoping all this Pepsi drama is behind her, but now that this news has come out, I have a feeling people will be rehashing the TV spot even more. I guess we all gotta remember that Kendall didn't come up with the idea for the commercial, she was just the hired talent. So she does deserve to be paid for her time on set, but 7 figures? That's more money than I can even think of. But also, on the flip side of things, what does this say about the integrity of her character? What I'm hoping is that this was a huge lesson for Kendall, her team, and for Pepsi. Next time you want to make a social statement, make sure you're doing it tastefully. Consult people who are involved in the movement. It's just common sense. I'm curious what you think, Hollyscoopers. Are you shocked and annoyed that Kendall still made so much bank for the ad and got that trip to Coachella? Let me know in the comments. And for more Kendall controversy, check out this video about her leaked nude photos, and then click subscribe.